on a global military force, police force, unnecessary war efforts and military expenses, overthrowing government, installing corrupt regimes. The Republicans and many Democrats push for cuts and necessary programs, Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid, food stamps, housing, education, etc. It's important to call Congress and the White House and urge them to work against any cuts in the programs mentioned above. Tax the super rich, transfer the billions of dollars wasted on unnecessary military expenses, war efforts, and policing the world too. The programs mentioned above to combat poverty, pay off the student debt, and expand the Pell Grant program to all students, and a massive New Deal WPA type job program that can train and employ the millions of unemployed to build up the infrastructure of the country, build affordable housing, school, work on conservation, and protecting the environment and renewable energy. Okay. Okay, there's a big day coming up in Cambridge right here. Okay, the Cambridge Residents Alliance, they would like for you to join your neighbors from around the city for a public forum on development and planning in Cambridge. That's the Cambridge Neighborhood Summit. Okay, that's Saturday. This coming Saturday, June 7th, 2:30 to 6:30 p.m. at the Citywide Senior Center. Okay, that's at 806 Massachusetts Avenue, Central Square. Come to Central Square to lunch at the Riverfest, then feed your mind and spirit at the Neighborhood Summit. So the annual Cambridge Riverfest is also on that date. Okay, that's the annual Cambridge Riverfest. Okay, so come to Central Square to lunch at the Riverfest, then feed your mind and spirit at the Neighborhood Summit. Okay, presentations and discussions topics to include developing a master plan, building affordable housing to maintain a diverse population, preserving and protecting open space and natural resources, the Sullivan Courthouse, Foundry Steam Project, future of the Alewife area, reforming the planning board. Okay, so the panelists will be from the Area 4 Port Neighborhood Coalition, Association of Cambridge Neighborhoods, Cambridge Residents Alliance, Cambridge City Council, Fresh Pond Resident Alliance, Green Cambridge Neighborhood Alliance of East Cambridge, Porter Square Neighborhood Association, Winthrop Park Alliance, and Young People's Projects. Light and food and beverages will be provided. So for more information on the Cambridge Neighborhood Summit, which will be held this coming Saturday, June 7, 2:30 to 6 p.m. at the Citywide Senior Center, 806 Massachusetts Avenue, Central Square. You can, for more information, you can access the website of the Cambridge Residents Alliance. That's www.cambridgeresidentsalliance.org/summit program, or keep Cambridge livable at gmail.com. Register at www.cambridgeresidentsalliance.org /RSVP for Summit. Okay, so once again, that's the Cambridge Neighborhood Summit's coming up Saturday, June 7th at Citywide Senior. So you come out and for presentation, discussion, topics to include many things. Okay, the Cambridge Residents Alliance. Okay, that's we went through that. Okay, Massachusetts Attorney General supports nonprofit buyback program, federal policy that prevents qualified nonprofits from purchasing homes from lending banks at market value and then financing the resale to former homeowners. Conflicts with Massachusetts law. The Commonwealth Attorney General asserted in a letter to the director of the Federal Housing Finance Agency, Attorney General Coakley urged the agency, which oversees Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, to change its policies against such buybacks that she believes runs counter to Massachusetts' successful act to prevent unnecessary and unreasonable foreclosures. The act prohibits creditors that sell a property at 501c3 charitable nonprofits from conditional sale on an agreement that the property will not be resold or rented to the former homeowner. Okay. Guess what? The registration closes. I think registration is closed for the Nonprofit Awareness Day. That's coming up at the Massachusetts State House. Okay, that's so this is okay. This is Monday. Monday is Nonprofit Awareness Day, a celebration of vibrancy and tremendous impact that nonprofits have across the Commonwealth. You'll hear from special guests, Massachusetts Treasurer Steve Grossman, Senate President Teresa Murray. Be inspired by stories of amazing impact and meet hundreds of nonprofit and business leaders as well as elected officials from across the state. Okay, and as the highlight of the day, honor the 32 Nonprofit Excellent Awards finalists and announce the 8 winners, all of whom exemplify the innovative, creative, and effective work being done in the nonprofit sector. Okay, Nonprofit Awareness Day is presented by Citizen Bank. So join the Nonprofit Awareness Day celebration. Once again, that's Monday, June 9th, 2014, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. And lunch is provided at the State House, Great Hall in Boston. Tell everybody why nonprofit makes sense, okay? Join this local social media movement that uses stories, images, and stats to tell our neighbors, elected officials, and funders why hashtag nonprofit makes sense. Start sharing today and keep up the momentum through June 9th when we'll be streaming the online conversations live at the State House. Last year, hashtag nonprofit makes sense campaign engaged 369 social media partners, generated 1,050 tweets, and resulted in 1,135,633 impressions. Join the hashtag nonprofit movement and let your voice be heard. You can learn more and slide on here. That's Nonprofit Awareness Day this coming Monday, June 9th, 2004, State House in the Great Hall. So don't miss that event if you're a member of the nonprofit sector in Cambridge or Eastern Massachusetts, okay? Massachusetts Smart Growth Alliance will be presenting Moving Massachusetts Forward. It's a gubernatorial forum on transportation and smart growth. So when is that? That's today. That's today at 6 p.m., just about an hour away, 6 to 8 p.m., Boston Public Library, 700 Boston Street, Boston. So that's a hashtag Moving MA Forward. Okay, so can't make it, watch the event at MSGA's website, Moving Mass Forward, a gubernatorial forum on transportation and smart growth. Okay, the forum is sponsored by the Transportation for Massachusetts and Massachusetts Smart Growth Alliance, coordinated by Livable Streets Alliance with the Kendall Square Association. Moderators Paul McMorrow, Associate Editor at Commonwealth, Massachusetts, and Doug Foy, CEO of Surefex, will keep the forum dynamic, lively, and lively and informative. Meet the future governor of Massachusetts and let all the candidates know you care about the transportation and smart growth. And be sure to tweet along before and during the event with the hashtag Moving Mass Forward. Okay, so that's once again, that's the gubernatorial forum. That's today, 6 to 8 p.m. Wednesday, June 9th at the Boston Public Library, 700 Boston Street in Boston, okay? Okay, there's an act now to move disability budget ahead during conference committee, okay? And this message alert was sent out by Leo Sarkeesian of the ARC, Massachusetts ARC. Okay, the conference committee begins meeting. Please reach out to your representatives and senators. The recent completed House and Senate budget made significant investment in services for people with intellectual and developmental disabilities who receive services from the Department of Developmental Services, DDS. Most notably was the investment to fund increases in the rate paid for long-term residential services through CH 257, the first such rate increase in close to 30 years. Transportation also received an increase over last year. The DESE slash DDS program and turning 22 were level funded for last year's. There was a slight increase in autism services line item. So the House budget includes 2.5 million increase over last year for the family support program, state operated home services coordination, and mass health were also higher in the House. The Real Life bill, originally language authored by Reverend Senator Kendro, is also included in an outside section to the state budget. The Senate budget includes 5 million reserves in funding for the employment initiative to place more individuals into integrated community-based employment. Community residential MRC employments were also higher in the state. You now have an opportunity to weigh in on budgetary line items by asking your legislatures to advocate for funding which benefits DDS services and supports. In the coming days, please directly appeal to your representatives and senators to request support for additional funding or language within the following items. That's number 1, family support, 5920-3000, House funding at $54,933,705, which is a 2.5 million higher than the Senate. Number 2, support for House outside Section 174, which would adopt the Representative Senator Kendro's Real Life bill, a language to allow DDS clients to self-determine where they live and work. Okay. Number 3, support the Senate 5 million reserve to fund the transition from shelter to integrated employment. That accounts also provide a higher suffering ratio for those in employment day services. Together, we must ensure that all DDS are adequately funded so that individuals get the services they need to lead fulfilling lives in the community. A chart at arcmass.org main budget page shows all the line items. Do not delay in contacting your legislators and encourage others to do so. The number of people who act will make a difference. So that's an act now to move disability budget ahead during a conference committee. Okay, that was note was provided by the Massachusetts ARC. Okay, okay. There's seeking volunteers for Expo. Let's see. Help meet June 14th to 15th. That's Boston Haynes Convention Center, 900 Boston Street. The ARC of Massachusetts seeking help volunteers to help complete health assessment on persons with intellectual and or developmental disabilities at the Health and Expo Alliance in June as part of our ongoing Health Meet project. We're also seeking general volunteers to hand out the brochures and information during the event. The Health and Fitness Expo is free to the public, community health event at the Haynes Convention Center that attracts more than 60,000 people from the greater Boston region. So health volunteers must be licensed practical nurses, registered nurses, nurse practitioners, physicians, medical and nursing students supervised on-site by a nurse and a physician. So that's volunteer shifts for general health and volunteers, 9:30 to 1 p.m. Saturday, June 14th, 1 p.m. to 4:30 p.m. Saturday, June 14th, 9:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. Sunday, June 15th, 1 p.m. to 4:30. Sunday, June 15th. The ARC of Mass will reimburse any parking expenses and will provide a $10 lunch voucher for volunteers. So please email Marisa Young at young@arcmass.org with any and all times that you are available and whether you are signing up as a health volunteer or as a general volunteer. So once again, you can email Marisa Young at young@arcmass.org. That's Young, Y-O-U-N, at arcmass.org. Or for more information about the Health Meet project, you can visit the website. That's okay. The website is okay. Website. Okay, we're gonna some website. I guess that's www.arcmass.org. That's website. Once again, it's www.arcmass.org. Okay. Well, we're running almost down to the final minutes of our broadcast. But there's one special thing I'd like to remind you of, that if we can get to it. Okay. Once again, Now, the Crittenden Women's Union, CWU, tomorrow, Wednesday, they're having, they want you to join them for Women for Economic Opportunity, the inaugural breakfast to benefit the Crittenden Women's Union. So that's Thursday, that's tomorrow, June 5th, 2014, from 7:30 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. That's a Goodwin Proctor Conference Center, 53 State Street, Boston. So if you'd like to RSVP by, you still have time, I think, but anyway, you can call Alex Midley at the 617-259-2921. That's once again Alex Midley, 617-259-2921. That's Women for Opportunity, and the Women's Union want you to join them. That's tomorrow, June 5th, 2014, 7:30 a.m. to 9 a.m. Okay, I got one more thing we can do here. One more announcement we can make, human service announcement we can make. That's changing a life, be a volunteer. Okay, reading, driving, walking, shopping, friendly visits. That's the Massachusetts Commission for the Blind volunteer program. For more information about becoming a volunteer, please email mcbv volunteer at the state.ma.usa. That's mcb volunteer at state.ma.us, or call toll free. That's 1-800-392-645. Visit website, the Massachusetts Commission for the Blind's website, and that website address is www.mass.gov/MCB. Change your life, be a volunteer. That's the Massachusetts Commission for the Blind volunteer program. Okay, we've got one more message, and that will bring us right home here to CCTV. Okay. The Age Engaged, that's Age Engaged one-to-one internet assistance free Cambridge Community Television peers with Google. At CCTV, excited to announce that we will be teaming with Google to host another session of Age Engaged, and that's June 6th. That's Friday, June 6th from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m., and that's right here, 438 Massachusetts Avenue, Cambridge, Mass. 02139. So if you'd like to register, you can contact Allison Rodriguez. That's 617-401-4009, or email Allison at cctvcambridge.org. Once again, that contact information is Allison Rodriguez, 617-401-4009, or email Allison at cctvcambridge.org. Okay. Age Engaged is a collaboration between Google and CTV, in which individuals over 50 learn how to use the internet. During Age Engaged, people over 50 are paired with Google employees for one-to-one training, learn how to send emails, search the internet, pay bills online, and more. Training will be tailored to each participant's interests and experience. People of all levels are welcome to register. The session will take place right here at Cambridge Community Television at 438 Massachusetts Avenue, and that's Friday, June 6, 1 to 3 p.m. So additional information, you please call Allison Rodriguez, 617-401-4009. That's 617-401-4009, or email Allison at cctvcambridge.org. Okay. I thought I had to squeeze one more in here, but for some reason I can't find it. But that's all right, though. There's always a next time. What we can't accomplish right now, we can always set it aside for next time. So I'm Hassan Rashid, and you know I always leave you with the following. Keep your nose clean, play it straight, and don't forget to assist someone in need of your help so that you can be successful. Okay? And before I go, I'd like to remind you that next week we're going to pick up where we left off with Maya Angelou and Juneteenth. And guess what? Today it's 24 more days before the Muslim holy month of Ramadan. So you hold on. We're going to have more information next week about that. And until next time, I leave you with the greetings of peace.
My name is Jahad Dukure, and I am a survivor of female genital mutilation. Every year, thousands of girls here in the United States go through female genital mutilation, also known as